Hello, all my classes. This is a little session on homework, okay? I want to make sure that we're communicating clearly how homework is graded so that you understand. First thing is we're submitting all of our homework through Google Classroom. So you should have got an email from me inviting you to the Google Classroom for your specific class, okay? So my Algebra 2s, for instance, second period Algebra 2 and fifth period Algebra 2, you'd get different emails, okay? Once, I sent that out, so once you get that email in your student Gmail account there, all you should have to do is click on it to enroll in the class, and then you show up there and you should be able to enter your homework. To do that, there's assignments and there's announcements. You need to go click on the assignment, and it'll get there, and I think when I saw it on the right-hand side, it's something like Submit Assignment. And it lets you submit the assignment as, you can take a picture after you hit submit, or you can have a file on your computer, or whatever device you can have that file there, and then you can upload it. The best way for me on my end is either a Word document or a Google Doc that has all of the pictures embedded in it, so I can upload one document and then I can scroll down. That's the easiest on my end, but hey, I'll take it any way I can if you have multiple photos that you can upload them. Also, a little note there, I did encourage, I did have some trouble when I tried to do this through my wife's account, and it did stop and did not let me say that I was submitted everything, but in actuality it was there, so there was some confusion on my part whether it had really been submitted and I was done, but it did go through. So if you get to that point where it's submitted, but then you're supposed to click again, chances are it probably went through even if it doesn't look like it. The other thing is, what about how are we scoring homework? You should be in control of what your homework grade is here. Now, this homework isn't graded so much on is it right or wrong. I'm not going to give you all that feedback. You need to do some of that yourself. This is graded on have I completed it and about how good am I doing. Okay, so I completed all and do I know how I did. So to earn a 4 on your practice, your daily practice, you need to have it all the way done and less than or equal to 5 wrong of the ones you can correct. So the odds should be in the back of the book. The evens, the teacher might post that day, and I expect you to grade them. If they're not posted, just go by the odds. A 3 would be all done and you have more than 6 wrong. So you finished this, all the problems in the assignment, but you had many trouble where you got many of them wrong. A 2 would be up to 3 of them are left blank. Now leaving it blank is not going, that's putting a question mark, Because you read the problem and you put question mark, that's not finishing the problem, okay? So you need to get to a point where you have some work shown, maybe you got stuck on something and you think, I think this might be the answer. Well, that's getting it done, okay? Just reading it once and going, I don't know how to do that, and putting a question mark, that's a blank one, okay? Or you just plain skipped it. A 1 is if you got more than half of your problems done, but you got more than 3 blank, okay? That would be a 1. Notice I'm not caring about how many you get wrong here, so if you're in that range of more than 3 blank, the most you can get is a 1. And a 0 would be less than half done. Now, a lot of you have been handing in homework late, and I thought maybe, being my new students, that wouldn't happen at all. I know my previous students used to do that, but I'm seeing a lot of assignments come in late, and so we need to make sure we put this on there. If it's late and all the way done, I will give you 1 point for having completed it. But if it's late and it's not all the way done, I'm going to have it be a 0. Now, I'll reserve the right to change that later, but for now, we need to put this in here so that you are staying with us on the pace that we're on. You also need to understand that homework is due the next class. So if you have a B day and it's Thursday, the next time you meet is going to be on Monday. That homework is due Monday. Okay? It's not due before class, it's due by the end of that night. And usually I'm just opening up till 10 p.m. at night. So go ahead and bring it to class, figure out what you did wrong, correct it, and throughout the day. And then while you're at school, post it to Google Classroom. Or when you get home, post it to Google Classroom then. But it's not due till the end of that day. But homework will always be due the next class period unless you're told otherwise. I will very specifically tell you if it's anything different than that. Okay? So let's make sure that we get our practice handed in a timely manner and we know how we're doing, and that'll help me on my end as well know exactly how you're doing as we move forward. Thanks.